Sunday, March 1st is today, 2026. Good morning, happy new month, and happy Sunday. This is an honest analysis of what people are not talking about in this escalation between the US and Iran, and also the Israel. There are two major things that I want people to take note. Very, very important. One of them is that people should be very careful of Mossad, the Israel intelligence. People should be very careful of them, because in this video, I'm going to explain to you what these people did before they struck, before the US start striking. And that is a psychological war. Mossad is making me to understand that war is not just about shooting guns. You know, you might have all the equipment in the world, but you can't bring out results if you do not put in the things I'm going to explain to you. Then the second thing is that you see what is going on in Iran. Don't blame US, don't blame Israel, blame China. Yes, I'm going to explain that to you again. And I think we should also, first of all, go into that. Now, the Iranian regime, this Islamic regime, first of all, I want to let you know that they are not small. They are not small in the sense that they have ego, they believe in themselves, they believe in their missiles. They have produced a lot of missiles to their own belief that the capacity could contain any threat that could come. I give them credit for that. Okay. Now, they were beckoning on Chinese air defense. This is the same problem that Venezuela had. And I want people to be very careful of China equipment. And at this time, I think China should just focus on their business and their things. Let them leave military hardware, military equipment, air defense system, because it is giving people confidence that China is a very good country, good in technology, even better than the US. Because of that, the Venezuela president was, at that time, telling Trump, you are a coward, come over, I'm ready for you, I'm ready for you. But they got him from his room. They captured him. That lesson supposed to be learned by Iran. Iran supposed to learn that lesson. Now, even when this escalation was going on, China was pressing Iran. I got you covered. This equipment, you have air defense system. Iran was promised that even though B-2 or F-22 Raptor, fly over Iranian airspace, that Chinese air defense will shoot it down. Like, the full confidence was there that they will be able to contain the US air superiority. What happened? This man was not serious with the peace talk. He was not serious with the negotiation to give up nuclear weapons totally, to reduce the strength of the missiles they are going to be producing. And the reason why Israel is after their missiles is because this regime have a policy. And their mission is wipe away Israel as a nation, wipe them out from the surface of the earth. That is just their mission. So I do not blame Israel as well. Nobody will see Israel is not Nigeria that Boko Haram will write later to. And that day the Boko Haram will still come and kill people. And they will still go and pay the Boko Haram. No. So Israel have to respond to threats, incoming threats that is coming. But now, the main problem is that the Chinese equipment totally failed. Chinese equipment totally failed. In a broad daylight, the sophisticated air defense system, as promised by Chinese, are being struck by Israel one after the other. It didn't work. It didn't work. The only thing that worked for Iran was the German missiles. It shocked you? I never knew that Iran bought missiles from Germany. So, the Chinese missiles, the Iranians themselves, they are professionals in making missiles. But none of their missiles struck targets. All of their missiles were intercepted. Now, the ones that fell in Dubai, the carcass, the parts that were picked up, it was reading made in Germany, made in Germany, made in Germany, all of them. First of all, Iranian missiles are not hitting target. The Chinese missiles are not hitting target. The Russian air defense system, the Chinese air defense system, none of them were able to intercept a fly. They couldn't dictate F-22. They could not dictate even other... Oh, come on. So, this is the first thing I want people to learn from this war that is going on in Iran. China has deceived so many countries. If you can beckon on China, you can rely on China in so many things, but not in military equipment, not in war at all. Hey, I believe the Iranian Revolutionary Guard will be regretting by now if they had listened to Donald Trump to come to negotiation, and they gave them time some people were thinking that US is afraid, they don't want to strike, but Trump was just waiting for they then come and say we are no longer going to have nuclear weapon. Let me tell you another thing. Whether you hate US and Israel or not, the truth is that if Iran have a nuclear weapon, Iran will use it. Yes, they will use it to strike Israel. They will wipe Israel out because they have a policy: wipe a nation out. Wipe a nation out, a policy. So people should think before you begin to blame Israel and America. And the war is just starting. People don't understand what I mean that the war is just starting. Killing the Iranian leader, supreme leader, does not end the war. His people are going to put up a stiff fight. Okay, so that is number one. And I saw so many people jubilating in Iran, and some people are gathering, mourning the leader. So there are mixed reaction over it. Now, secondly, let me tell you another thing that will blow your mind. What Mossad did before the war started. Now, there is this calendar. It is called Badesaba. It's a patient calendar, an application that reminds people the time to pray, the time the time to stop praying, and so on and so forth. The Israel intelligence, Mossad, hacked all this up one by one. So before the deadly attack that took place, that took out this Iranian supreme leader, Ayatollah, something interesting happened. Israel's intelligence officers hacked a popular Iranian prayer app to send notification to potentially millions of phones on Saturday morning, urging the country's military personnel to defect from the region and join a fight to liberate the country. The app, Badesaba calendar, is intended to help Muslims track prayer times and has a wide reach within Iran. It has been downloaded over 5 million times from the Google Play App Store alone, not Apple and other, place of downloads. The burst of apps notification on Saturday morning were sent to patients and including a message that help has arrived. Let me break this down for you. Israel hacked a popular Muslim prayer app, Badesaba calendar, used by millions of Iranians for Ramadan morning prayers, and turned it into their public broadcast service to the people of Iran. 3 messages came in over 30 minutes alone. By 9:52 a.m., the message came: help has arrived. 10:02 a.m., amnesty for anyone who takes up arms against this regime. 10:14 a.m., lay down your weapons or join the forces of liberation for a free Iran. So imagine if you are, getting these messages from your prayer app. What are you going to do? So Israel intelligence is beyond shooting of gun and so on and so forth. Then secondly, another thing that happened that people are not talking about is that Ayatollah, the Iranian supreme leader, did not send message to 3 of his secret men to come. But if the supreme leader was killed without these 3 men, nothing is going to change. Of which I don't even know whether something is going to change, okay? But these 3 men are like the weapons around this man. They hold his secret and everything. What did the Mossad did? They have to clone Oyetola's number and send these people message to urgently come to Ayatollah. So they came to him and Israel strike. They kill all of them. So I understand that precision strike is a game changer, but pay attention. Mossad is at another level. Like they can jam everybody together. They can deceive people. This is psychological warfare and deception. So these are the things that people are not taking note of during this war. And I think it's very important, especially that issue of a Chinese weapon. People should just move away from Chinese weapon. It's not going to help you at all. It's not going to help you. I understand U.S. superiority in military. Well, I understand that U.S. put in trillions of dollars just for military equipment and to maintain their superiority. But people don't hope on China. Don't hope that Chinese military something is coming to help you. Don't hope that China equipment can save you from, Israel or America. No, this is actually sad. War is sad. It's anyone who has not experienced war or gunshot or any kind of, NATO uprising with gun. that we say that war is something that is good. War is not good, but sometimes war means peace. However, the war in Iran is not ending. That's the mission of Israel and America, is not to change the regime. So to change the regime, you don't need only this man to be out. You also need people to surrender. People who do not want to surrender, you need to take them out for you to change the regime, because they will try to appoint another leader to continue this Islamic regime. Islamic regime is not Iranian system. This is a Persian empire, the Persian kingdom. See, Iran supposed to be one of the greatest countries after US in the world now, if not because of the coming of this region. Do you understand the Persian empire? The land of Nebuchadnezzar? When you read the history, you read the Bible from the beginning, you will understand that an evil happened to Iran in 70s, where this Islamic regime captured the country. People are not talking about all these things. So, I am telling you, history will always come and haunt you. And that is why I do tell people that Nigeria should be returned to the way Nigeria was before. If it is working, no problem, let's continue. Nobody is against something that is working. If it is working, no problem, let's continue. This is all about peace and harmony. So if there is no peace and harmony, look at the Middle East, the war. I know that the war in the Middle East, then, these Western countries, America, they contributed a lot. But this is all about interest and agenda. They are defending their people. They are defending, nation like Israel. That if not because of US, the mission of other countries, some countries like Iran, some part of Syria, Hezbollah in Lebanon, their mission is just to wipe out Israel. So this is not complicated as people see it. So these are the two major things that I want people to take note about this ongoing war in Iran. Mossad intelligence and China or Chinese technology. It is failing.